Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Weed, California, where the best is grown. Hey, I want to let you know I've been on vacation. The studio's been shut down, and we've been having a great time playing in the snow and the rain and the cold, and just been such a great time in Mount Shasta. Hey, I want to show you some really fun things here. Did you know about Eugene Sway? For those who don't know about Eugene Sway, this gentleman is an architect born in America, and he is building a convention center here in Mount Shasta. And guess what they're called? Telos Convention Center. Yeah! We finally did it. We have our place where everybody can gather. It's going to be 40,000 square feet, so we can even get a room that we can occupy for our office or whatever else we want to do. There's so much room in there. They're going to have a nice restaurant that's all natural foods. And they're going to have security, so no fool goes doing something stupid over there. All right, hey, this is Eugene Sway, and this is the Telos Convention Center. Go to Spring Hill Road in Mount Shasta, and you will see them working in the garden soon. So this is a group of friends, a group of singers and players. There's Shambhala and Brandy and myself. And Beloved and Peter and Sarah and Topaz. Now this particular show is called Communicating with Nature. Consciously Communicating with Nature. And the reason we call it that is because everybody here that plays or sings goes into nature, and they get downloaded with their music and their songs, the words and everything. And all of these people who came to sing. So you can see this at sistumediacouncil.org. Down in the archives. Just when you go to the second red bar, which is the archives, push that, and once it opens, just scroll down and you'll see my shows, and you'll also see the older shows. And this happened to be 2000. It must have been a 2014 show here. Yeah, this was great. This was great. All right, here's a flyer that I am using to create a contest that people can come in and they can do informational, educational, or music. Now we're going to have enough for 10 people to win. And each of those people, when they do win, they have an opportunity to become a producer of their own TV show. Ain't that sweet? Oh boy, I can imagine how many people are just jumping to get to this contest. All right, keep that in mind, and you can connect with me with Arthur Aday, gmail.com. Wait. Hello? Oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, well, I'm doing a show right now. Yeah. Yeah, will you call me back in about an hour or so? Sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, never mind. You just call me back in a couple of hours. Bye. Man, that phone is hot since I've been doing this contest. Wow, people are calling. Anyway, these are. Oh, here's another part of Eugene Sway. And this is Eugene, and this is his wife, and he has 3 kids, and there's grandchildren and great grandmother here, and one of his pieces back here that he is that you can see in the background. See that back there? He's built that. Now let me see. Oh, here's a really good picture of me. I like this one. Yeah, buddy. There's Topaz down here. Topaz is down here. And this is a picture we took back probably in 2004. We just got dressed up and became the king of talk. Woo! King of talk. Now, I'm sure if you're a person that watches my show often, you'll see this guy popping out of the mountain. Yes. Well, here he is, the one and only Aday and Telos. Brought to you by the new Aday and Telos. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, I have a real sober picture of man. I like it though. It's sober, but it looks good. My hands are full, like I'm satisfied. Well, let me see. I know there's one more in here somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. I better read. This is a fancy one. There's a lot of words on it, but over here, you can see me in the sky at the cloud. I'm in the sky, coming out of the clouds. Yeah, isn't that cool? That is really something. There's not very many people that can put their face in the clouds like that. We have trick photography. We can do that. All right, that's all for all that for right now. Let's do an update on Devontae Morgan. Okay, so we all know Devontae Morgan came up here in May of 2020. All right. So we all know that a couple days later he came up missing. His mother and father are very concerned that nobody has found him or a body. The movie that I'm making shows details of what might have happened. And we have several psychics, intuitives that can talk to him, and we have been able to come down with quite an interesting connection between the death of Devontae Morgan and his girlfriend. Now, I'm not going to say too much more about it, but the one thing that I do know is his girlfriend, Jennifer, was using Devontae as a gopher. And we all know what he was gophering, taking drugs here and there. We have pictures of him along the boulevard, surveillance pictures of him walking along the boulevard, and they saw some pictures of him at a gas station in Weed with somebody. And we're not really sure who the somebody is, but we're going to look it up. But we're going to find out because we think that person had some connection with having him deliver the drugs, help him deliver the drugs. So anyway, we know that for sure, the fact. And by the way, there's a young man at the ski resort who constantly brags about taking a guy out for $60,000 and some pot. Or actually not pot, but meth. $60,000 on some meth. And bragged about how he got his meth in Oakland, which is funny that this couple got their meth in Oakland also. And a couple of days after we told the police about this young man up on the mountain who was saying that he snuffed the guy out, a couple of days later, huge meth bust in Oakland where they were getting this mess that they were coming up here with. So we know that he's a connection to Oakland and a connection to the death of Devontae, because this guy actually said he hit him in the head and shot him, and they pulled his body up and threw him off into a ravine somewhere. So we're looking for people who are intuitive enough to know how to see or allow him to talk to you. So if you want to call me or get a hold of me at arthuraday@gmail.com, if you're an intuitive and would like to help us finish this movie by locating the bones, and we actually know where they're at now. We've come down to one main area, and that's where there was a fire. Everybody was off the mountain, and there just happened to be a fire in this one area that we're looking. And I believe that they were trying to cover the bones up or burn them up. Anyway, that's an update on the Devontae Morgan, and the movie is getting better and better and better because it's a thriller, and it's also has a lot of clues to who did it, who killed him, and the 4 people that were around his body when that happened. And there was a fire up in the area that I've been looking, so I know that somebody is hearing what I'm doing. And so if you're watching this, thank you for the movie extras. That's going to be fun to try to put a fire in my movie. Maybe I'll have to go somewhere else to find the fire. But I do know that where the fire was, they were trying to eliminate probably evidence. And so if that's the truth, and then that'll be it. Also, Jennifer, if you're watching my show right now, we've been watching you right now. We have been checking out your movie stuff and your all type of stuff that you put out on it. And what's the confession for, huh? There's one there that says confession. What are you confessing? Are you confessing you had opportunity to beat this guy up? Well, I saw you in a surveillance camera on the news beating Devontae up. So I want to let you know, the police know that I saw that. So that's called a witness right there. Anyway, whatever you're doing and where you're at, we're watching you. And the cops know, they're just waiting for you to mess up. So just go ahead and mess up so we can quit waiting. But we're going to find Devontae's bones this month, next month, as soon as the snow goes down. So just make sure you got all the evidence cleaned up. Oh, I love evidence. Anyway, when you have some really good intuitive people working with me, we have puzzle pieces that we're putting together, and Devontae is actually talking to us. We're talking through the veil, we call that. We're proud to be able to do that because in my case, I took classes and worked for years to become a medical intuitive, and I was able to become. I worked for nutritional companies and stores that had nutrition and vitamins, and became a very, very accurate, intuitive counselor for people who needed help with their diet and mostly with things that they need to get out of their systems. You know, most people don't take and fast, do a water fast. Sometimes they do just a nothing fast, and that's not good for you. Do a water fast. You want to do a fast, you do a water fast with magnesium in it, and you flush your bowel so that stuff out of your colon, because when you don't eat and you don't, it's not going out, it's going to putrefy and make you feel really icky. So make sure, if you're doing any water fasts this spring, make sure you put some magnesium in there, and put a lot so it cleans you out. And when it cleans you out, then you can eliminate the magnesium and you use the water. And 5 days is usually a good time to do that type of a fasting. But it cleans your eye, it cleans your winter gunk out of your system. You know that? You don't? You don't know you got winter gut? Well, we all do. Hey, I want to let you know that I know. I want to let you know that I've been working on a tandem bike, putting training wheels on it, and I just got a motor to put on it. So I thought that would be really cool since gas is going up. Like it's 7 now, 6:55, 7, and the gas stations keep telling me, yeah, well, it's going to get to 10. It's going to get to 10. So I decided to get a tandem bicycle and put a motor on it and learn how to ride it and run around with that. Filled my car up once for $70. Oh, that's a 10-gallon gas tank. That's $70. Can you imagine that? You know, when I started driving back in the 70s, gas was 35 cents a gallon. Now I really, really, really wonder why everybody has to be so greedy and make it $7 a gallon. Anyway, everybody else can pay, I'm going to play. And I got this new bike and the steam and the motor going to go in it. I just got the motor, so I'll be working on it. And you'll see pictures of it pretty soon. You'll see it, I'll show you. It's going to be you're going to be wanting to make your own. And I'll help you too. But you know what, really, at $7 to $10 a gallon, is that America? Huh? That really piques my mind to think that American government would allow it to get that high. Because they know that it's really harsh on people that have no money and they have a car and they're not going to pay that much money for gas, and they'll be stealing it from your cars, things like that. The government needs to pay attention to what's being sprayed up above us. That's what's causing the weather modification up there. It's causing the dry drought here. It takes, every time it starts to rain, the clouds start gathering, they start flying their planes across the California, and it actually picks up the moisture and takes it back east. And then they have flood, and then we have a drought. So here's the thing I want to know. Is there somebody other than our government who is trying to destroy California's economy? California is the 8th economy in the world. And this drought and the lack of water for the food that they eat, I believe there's going to be a lot of people moving out. of California. And is that really what they were trying to do, move us out of California? Better take a look at that, the West Coast. It might be important for us to look at the reasons why they're burning us out. Because last year, for the first time, they had a couple of big fires on the mountain. So, you know they're setting. People are setting those for a purpose. So I think that the people that are watching the show should sit down and consider the future about what they want to do. Either stay here amongst the fires that are burning, and there could be a fire here that just like paradise, poof, gone. So we really do have to consider what we're doing and be very futuristic about your goals, because we really want this to be our future. Very nice, comfortable Mount Shasta city, living in amongst the Telos community. And there are a lot of Telos people who are coming here from all over the world. I do believe if Eugene Sway is as smart as I know he is, this here will be a place for us all to gather and have WESAC and the best of Mount Shasta and whatever else you can find. Graduations and concerts and weddings. So this is a good futuristic future here where everybody rides bicycles and doesn't have gasoline cars. Woo! Ain't that a story? No gasoline cars. Everybody parks their cars and go on bicycles. Yeah, see what America is? Makes us strong people. We ride bicycles. There's like 3 groups here in Mount Shasta that cater to the young children, to the teenagers, to the adults, to the seniors. And it's really quite fun to go to Shastis Lake, Shastis Park in Mount Shasta and see 100 or more kids riding their bicycles in different places. It is really cool. They have places where they can do, what do they call that? Oh, well, they do all kinds of stuff, fun stuff there. So keep your eye open when you go to Lake Shastis Lake, Shastina. Why do I keep calling it Lake? Shastina Park. Shastina Park and Shastina Lake are 2 different things. So the park is really fun to be in. And there's all types of bicycle trails and walking trails. You can go all the way up into the mountain, all the way to Bunny's Flats, and then Horse Camp, and maybe even if you're real encouraged to do a fun walk, you can walk the line to the top of the mountain. 14,400 and some odd feet. You're actually looking down at the clouds. You're above the clouds. Above the clouds. Above them, dude. Up here. We have all types of camping areas for people. The spring is here, so they'll be getting ready to come up here and have their retreats. And we're ready for them. Anybody that needs any help doing a retreat, you let me know. Give me a call over here. Not a call, but give me an email at arthuraday@gmail.com. And if you want to go camping, you let me know. I know some awesome places that you would like to go. Oh, let me know and the awesome places that you would like to go. That's a pretty good rhyme there. I should use that. Anyway, I really want you to come up here and enjoy everything that's up here. And connect with me and I can show you around, or I can interview you for what brings you to Mount Shasta. Yeah, what brings me to Mount Shasta? Back in the 90s, I guess, I divorced my second wife, and I was living by myself, and I had quit working for the limo company because I was burnt out and I needed rest. When I got back on my feet, I ended up at a health food store I worked in and learning how to detect different deficiencies. Yeah, we had to be really careful. We couldn't say, I prescribe this. Yeah, you say things like that, and the old cops will be on your head. Anyway, I learned a lot, and from the Sunrise Natural Food Store and vitamin stores. I worked there for a year more, and then I moved to GNC to manage a general nutrition center. And believe me, that was a challenge that I was not too ready for, but once I realized what I had gotten myself into, I just put my nose to the grindstone. I actually won on the second year that I was there a contest that I didn't even know was being played, but in this magazine, Health and Wellness, had a contest to see what company was the best customer service, who had the best customer service. And you know what? The little store that they were going to throw away because it was in a hole, got out of the hole, climbed up on a ladder, and was far above all the other GNCs, far above all the other stores in the area. And what it was is that I have like 400 customers, and I had 435 people vote for me. And the next closest one was like, I don't know, next one was only 2 people behind me. So I won, I got this nice plaque, congratulations, customer service, #1 customer service in all of Sacramento. Yeah, woo, got it, got that bug. So anyway, then after that, I had this premonition to come up to Mount Shasta, and what I was praying about, I got this when I was waking up one morning, praying about a new place to live. I heard this voice say, trade your limo in for horses and head for the mountain. And I woke up and it just spooked me like somebody was in my house. So I started thinking about how many horses I could get for a limousine. And then I thought, well, where's this mountain at? So I started praying about the mountain, and I ended up hearing, I am he who's upon the mountain, come and sup with me. Well, I still don't know what the mountain was, so I kept praying about the mountain. One day I woke up and I wanted to go to a bookstore. And in that bookstore, I found a magazine that said Mount Shasta Directions. And so I grabbed that up, and in the end of 2002, we were ready to move up there. I was ready to move up there. And here I am today with a new day in Telos, brought to you by the Siskiyou Media Council.org is where channel 15 is located, and YouTube. Man, YouTube has all my shows, so make sure you dial up A Day in Telos. And catch the last show in December, blowing, sound the alarm, sound the alarm. It has a lot of stuff what Eugene Sway is doing. Okay, do I have any more time? Are we out of time? Okay, well, I want to bless you all. I thank you, my Heavenly Father, for allowing me to be here today, which I wasn't sure I was ever going to be here ever again, because everybody was getting sick. And I bless my Heavenly Father because He was blessing me, and I thank Jesus for leading me into this beautiful mountain and this active television station. And then I wasn't here to do that, but when I got the word volunteer for the TV station, I just asked them if they needed a cameraman. And 3 months later, I was doing a show. 3 months later. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Hey, and you people who like my show, I want you to call me, email me. And you people that don't like my show, quit watching. But I know you do like to watch anyway, but you complain. You don't like my shows. But there's thousands of other people who love my shows. I get people who shake my hand, want my autograph, want my picture. So you people who don't like my show, to you. Goodbye. What's that?